So here in New York City, we have more chills for the week. Shit is dropping below zero again. And I mean, think about it. Just 3 weeks ago, we had schools close on January 3rd, and everyone wants school to close tomorrow. I mean, it's been 3 weeks and we were having all of these snow days, and to be quite honest, a lot of New Yorkers are pussy when it comes to snow and weather. I mean, we get heat waves that are like over 95 and everyone complains. We get 20-degree weather here and then everyone's like complaining, saying it's too cold to go to school just because some wind chills. I mean, people that walk to school in this weather are actually at an advantage. They don't have to take any slippery ass transportation. Shouldn't use any old excuse just to get rid of education now. However, we have 12 inches of snow. It's been snowing for more than 12 hours. It was supposed to start at noon. It started at like 8:16 a.m. I was outside when it just started a downpour, and it hasn't stopped snowing since. It's been about 14 hours, and at most it's like simmered down to maybe a flutter or two, but it'll just come pouring down even harder. This is supposed to keep happening till 6 a.m. and Mayor De Blasio was saying that we should all assume that we're going to school tomorrow. I don't understand why we have to wait until 5 o'clock or 6 a.m. in order to find out if there's school tomorrow. I mean, it's pretty blatantly fucking obvious if we're looking outside and we see cars buried under snow. I mean, you can't close schools when it's only 6 inches of snow on January 3rd and then keep the schools open when it's 12 inches. I mean, sure, we have people saying, oh, kids in Russia go to school in below zero weather and, you know, they just put on an extra pair of socks. Yes, I do understand. New Yorkers can be a bit of some pussies sometimes, but you gotta really think about it. We're city kids, we rely on public transportation extremely heavily, and we've got all of these kids that have to take the Staten Island ferry that's like surrounded by water. I mean, hello, it's cold as fuck. We've got people taking the trains, and people slip and bust their ass and break bones as it is with regular weather. So imagine when it's slippery. Nobody takes precaution in the subways. Everyone's slipping and sliding all over the place. No one is polite in New York City and the public transportation system. You know, there's no such thing as excuse me in public transportation. You know, it's get out the way. You know, if I tap you, move out the way. That's the way shit is, to keep shit moving fast. That's the point. Everyone's trying to rush, and shit gets hectic, shit gets scary, shit gets kind of dangerous with people slipping and sliding all over the place. Can't even grab onto the pole because they're freaking iced up. And imagine if the roads are so dangerous and you should travel with precaution, then why just keep the schools open anyway? It's hypocritical for these politicians and weathermen to talk about how dangerous it is to be on the road and to travel with precaution and to use your own judgment on whether to take your kids to school. Nigga, just close the schools. Because if the school's open, parents are going to want to take their kids. High school kids don't want to miss out on the day of school and then miss out on shit. I mean, knowing New York kids, there was no snow on the floor. It was like 4 degrees outside Fahrenheit. And a bunch of kids didn't come to school. There were like 10 or less kids in every classroom. So imagine if this weather, who's really gonna go to school? I mean, consider who's really gonna be risking their safety. If top priority is safety to the mayor, then why assume that there's gonna be school tomorrow? Why should we have to wait till 5 o'clock a.m., 6 a.m. just to hear that schools are closed? It's really dumb. I mean, it's blatantly obvious that it's not safe out there, so why do it? I was walking shin deep in snow, and that was about 4 hours ago. Imagine if it's supposed to keep snowing until 6 a.m. So while yes, a lot of New Yorkers could be a little finicky and be little pansies about the weather sometimes, I mean, you have to consider, you're closing school for 6 inches of snow, really? And then when it's 12 inches, you don't close it and you're saying to assume that they're gonna stay open? This makes no sense. How can shit be worse and you keep schools open when shit is worse? I mean, from what I've heard, blizzard conditions are when you can't see past the fog after about a quarter mile. Snow and wind has been falling all day at like 35 miles per hour winds. You got little ass kids taking school buses to school on these slippery roads that are dangerous apparently to the DOE. So why should we assume that we have school again? Of course, it's not absolutely confirmed that there's school, but they're saying assume so. Like, you know, pack your bags, and if there is no school, well, too bad. You wasted your time. Fuck it. Everyone state their input in the comment section below. Give your opinion. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Everyone, this is open for discussion. I'm going to start doing more current events.